The ongoing evolution of European football's most prestigious tournament, the UEFA Champions League, continues to garner attention as clubs prepare for the round of 16 draw. This year's competition has been marked by a revamped format that not only enhances the excitement but also increases financial opportunities for participating clubs. With the draw scheduled for February 20, 2025, anticipation builds as teams like Liverpool, Barcelona and PSV Eindhoven, fresh off a dramatic victory over Juventus, eye their paths to the Munich final. The new format introduced to the Champions League has received a generally positive response from clubs and fans alike. According to UEFA, the changes have resulted in more matches and consequently increased revenue streams. The response has been overwhelmingly positive, said a UEFA spokesperson. The additional group stage games allow clubs to engage with their fanbases more extensively while also reaping the financial benefits. As the knockout phase approaches, teams are reflecting on their journeys through the group stages and playoffs. Notably, Manchester City had a nail-biting finish to secure their place in the round of 16, narrowly defeating Club Brugge. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe's standout performance with a hat-trick against Real Madrid has positioned Paris Saint-Germain as a formidable contender. The round of 16 draw will reveal matchups that could include various potential clashes, with Real Madrid poised to face tough opponents like Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. Paul Reedy, a football analyst, noted the draw will be crucial. Each team's form and strategy will play a pivotal role in determining the favorites as we move deeper into the tournament. Among the clubs that have advanced are well-established names such as Liverpool, Barcelona and Aston Villa, reflecting a mix of traditional powerhouses and emerging forces in European football. As of now, the playoff results have set up an intriguing lineup for the next round. Liverpool, Barcelona and Arsenal are among the elite clubs aiming for glory, while the likes of Feyenoord and Club Brugge have surprised many with their strong performances. The draw is to take place at 6 a.m. Eastern Time and can be streamed live on various platforms including Paramount and TUDN, ensuring fans do not miss any of the action. As excitement builds around the draw, the focus shifts to the strategies that clubs will employ in their quest for European dominance. Looking ahead, the Champions League will not only test the mettle of the participating teams but also provide insights into the evolving landscape of European football, where financial clout and strategic depth become increasingly intertwined. As the competition heats up, clubs will need to be at their best. For the path to the final in Munich will demand not just skill but also resilience and tactical acumen. The upcoming draw will set the stage for thrilling matchups that could define the tournament's narrative for 2025, in a significant ruling that could reshape the financial landscape of the Premier League. Manchester City's successful challenge to the Premier League's associated party transaction APT rules has raised questions about the future for Newcastle United. Following a tribunal that deemed the APT regulations unlawful and void and unenforceable, Newcastle fans are left contemplating how this verdict may impact their club's growth under the ownership of the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund (PIF). The APT rules were introduced in December 2021 as a direct response to Newcastle's acquisition by PIF, a move that sent shockwaves through the Premier League. Existing clubs feared that PIF's considerable resources would allow Newcastle to replicate Manchester City's commercial success, which had seen them flourish in the years following their own takeover by Abu Dhabi's owners. The APT rules aim to ensure that sponsorship deals were reflective of fair market value, FMV, effectively placing restrictions on Newcastle's financial maneuvers. City's decision to challenge these regulations came after they claimed that the rules represented an unfair competitive advantage for other clubs. In October 2024, an independent tribunal ruled in favor of City, asserting that the APT regulations in place from December 2021 to November 2024 were not legally tenable. While this ruling has been celebrated by Newcastle fans, the implications for the club remain complex and uncertain. As Newcastle United navigated the regulatory landscape, their existing commercial relationships with PIF-related companies were strained under the strict APT guidelines. The club, which has seen a dramatic increase in commercial revenue, reporting a 66% rise to £43.9 million in their latest accounts, has been cautious in its dealings. Despite benefiting from partnerships with PIF-owned brands such as Noon and Saudia, Newcastle had to demonstrate FMV by negotiating with non-PIF companies, a process that proved time-consuming and restrictive. The tribunal's decision has led to speculation that Newcastle could exploit new avenues for commercial growth. The potential removal of APT constraints means that PIF could channel more substantial funds into the club through lucrative sponsorship deals without the same regulatory hurdles. As one club source noted, the ruling is a big thing, suggesting that Newcastle may not have to validate their sponsorship offers against those of PIF-associated firms, thereby streamlining negotiations and potentially increasing revenue. However, Newcastle's management remains cautiously optimistic. While the ruling is undoubtedly favorable, insiders expressed that it may not immediately translate into a significant financial windfall. The club's previous partnerships with PIF companies have been under scrutiny, with concerns that they might have missed out on more lucrative deals during the APT period. The ongoing legal battle over the amended APT rules will also determine whether the tribunal's latest ruling will hold up. Amanda Stavely, a key figure in Newcastle's ownership and management, emphasized the importance of transparency and fair dealings during her tenure. Despite leaving the club in July 2024, she maintained that Newcastle's strategy was never to rely on Saudi-based sponsorships but to foster global partnerships. This approach has been echoed by other club officials who recognize the value in diversifying their commercial relationships. Looking ahead, Newcastle United is poised at a crucial juncture. The recent ruling could pave the way for a more aggressive commercial strategy, particularly regarding naming rights for their stadium and training facilities. Should the club decide to pursue these opportunities, PIF-related companies may indeed become more significant contributors, enhancing Newcastle's financial standing in the league. As the football world watches closely, the real test for Newcastle will be balancing the newfound potential with a strategy that aligns with their long-term vision of growth. While the ruling has sparked hope among fans, the path forward will require careful navigation of the evolving landscape of Premier League regulations and commercial partnerships. The coming months will be critical as Newcastle seeks to capitalize on this moment and establish itself as a formidable force in English football. As the 2024-25 Serie season continues to unfold, fans are witnessing a thrilling battle among Italy's top football clubs. However, this season has also been marked by disappointment for some giants who have recently faced elimination from the UEFA Champions League. As Juventus, AC Milan and Atalanta regroup following their European exits, the stakes are high for their upcoming domestic matches, especially with the title race heating up. Inter Milan and Napoli currently stand out as the leading contenders for the Serie A title, with Inter looking to bounce back after a disappointing loss to Juventus. They are set to host Genoa at the iconic San Siro this Saturday, February 22 at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. The match is crucial not only for Inter's morale but also as a precursor to their pivotal clash against Napoli the following week, which could significantly impact the title race. Unfortunately for Inter, they will be without their starting goalkeeper Jan Sommer, who was sidelined with a thumb injury. The Swiss international's absence raises concerns about their defensive stability, particularly as they prepare for a challenging month ahead, including crucial Champions League matches. In another critical encounter this weekend, AC Milan will face Torino on the same day at noon Eastern Time. The Rossoneri are looking to recover from their recent exit at the hands of Feyenoord, which has cast a shadow over their season. American forward Christian Pulisic, who has been a bright spot for Milan, has publicly dismissed rumors of discord with head coach Sergio Conceição, affirming his commitment to the club. "I have never argued with the coach and I have never asked to leave," Pulisic stated. His determination to help Milan succeed is evident as they aim to secure a much-needed victory against Torino. Napoli, meanwhile, will travel to Como on Sunday, February 23 at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, as they seek to maintain their lead at the top of the table. Coach Antonio Conte's side is keen to solidify their position as they prepare for a critical showdown against Inter next week. The match against Como presents an opportunity to extend their lead, but they must be cautious against a team that has surprised many this season. As the league progresses, the implications of recent UCL eliminations are becoming increasingly severe. The UEFA rankings indicate that Italy risks losing a crucial Champions League spot to Spain if their clubs cannot improve their standings. The recent exits of Milan, Atalanta and Juventus have placed additional pressure on Serie A teams as they strive to secure the necessary points to regain their competitive edge in European football. Currently, Italy sits third in the UEFA rankings with 17,812 points, trailing behind England and Spain, who have 20,892 and 18,535 points, respectively. With the Serie A season still in full swing, the coming weeks will be decisive for both title contenders and those fighting for European qualification. As clubs like Inter Milan and Napoli push forward, their ability to rebound from recent disappointments will not only shape their own seasons but also impact the future of Italian football on the European stage. The resilience and performance of these teams will be closely watched as fans and analysts alike speculate on how the rest of the season will unfold.